Welcome to my dear student. Today our topic is NEET previous year solutions on atomic physics. Already we discussed till question number 5. Today we start from question number 6. The PDF of the solutions is available in the description. So now go to the question number 6. Question number 6 says that the ratio of the wavelength of last line of the Balmer series and last line of the Lyman series is. So we know the formula 1 by lambda is equals to R into 1 by NF square minus 1 by NI square. For Balmer series, we know Ni is equals to infinity and Nf is equals to 2. Here is the spectrum. N is equals to 1, N is equals to 2, N is equals to 3, and so on. N is equals to infinity. So for last line of the Balmer series, the transition like that, and for last line of the Lyman series, the transition is like that. So for Balmer, Ni is equals to infinity to Nf is equals to 2. For Lyman series, Ni is equals to infinity, Nf it is 1. Now 1 by lambda b is equals to, for Balmer it will be R into 1 by Nf, means 1 by 4 minus 1 by infinity. 1 by infinity it is 0, so it will be R by 4. Now for Lyman series, 1 by lambda it is equals to R 1 by 1 square, that means 1 minus 1 by infinity, so this is R. Okay. Now we have to find out the ratio of the wavelength of the last line of the Balmer series and last line of the Lyman series. So therefore lambda b divided by lambda L is equals to 4 by lambda b, means 4 by R, 1 by lambda L, this is lambda L, is equals to R into R. So this is 4. So our option is option number 3 is right. Next question is question number 7. Given the value of the Rydberg constant is 10 to the power 7 meter inverse, the wave number of the last line of the Balmer series in hydrogen spectrum will be. So dear student, here we have to find out the wave number of the last line of the Balmer series. Wave number means 1 by lambda. So dear student, wave number nu bar is equals to 1 by lambda is equals to R 1 by Nf square minus 1 by Ni square. Now given the value of the Rydberg constant is 10 to the power 7, the wave number of the last line of the Balmer series. So for Balmer series we know Ni is equals to infinity, for last line Nf is equals to 2. So it will be R 1 by 4 minus 1 by infinity. So it will be R divided by 4. It is equals to 10 to the power 7 by 4 meter inverse. It is equals to, if we write 1 by 4 10 to the power 7, then it will be 0.25 into 10 to the power 7 meter inverse. 0.25 into 10 to the power 7 meter inverse. So option B is the right answer. Next question is the question number 8. Question number 8 says that if an electron in a hydrogen atom jumps from the third orbit to the second orbit and emit a photon of the wavelength lambda, when it jumps from fourth orbit to the third orbit, the corresponding wavelength of the photon will be. So let's see the solution here. This is n is equals to 1, this is n is equals to 2, this is n equals to 3, this is n is equals to 4. If an electron in hydrogen atom jumps from third orbit to the second orbit, third to the second orbit, this is the first case, and the second case is when it jumps from fourth orbit to the third orbit, fourth orbit to the third orbit. So in first case Ni is equals to 3 and Nf is equals to 2. So 1 by lambda is equals to R 1 by Nf square, that means 1 by 4 minus 1 by Ni square, that means 1 by 9. It is equals to R into 5 by, it will be 36. Now this is 1 by lambda. Now 1 by R equals to 5 lambda by 36. Okay. As R is a constant, so 1 by R also a constant quantity. Now for second case, in second case, Ni is equals to 4, Nf is equals to 3. Nf is equals to 3. Now 1 by lambda dash is equals to R 1 by Nf square, 9 minus 1 by Ni square, this is 16. This will be 7R by 144. Now lambda dash is equals to 144 by 7R. Now we already find out 1 by R. The value of the 1 by R is the 5 lambda by 36. Now putting the value here, 144 by 7 into 5 lambda by 36. Now 36, it is 4, it is equals to 20 divided by 7 lambda. So lambda dash is found out, 20 lambda by 7. Option 3 is the right answer, 20 by 7 lambda. Okay. Next question is the question number 9. Electron of mass m with de Broglie wavelength lambda falls on a target in an X-ray tube. The cutoff wavelength lambda naught of the emitted X-ray is. So we know momentum P is equals to h by lambda. Again, kinetic energy is equals to P square by 2m is equals to P is h by lambda. So it will be h square by 2m lambda square. Now again, for cutoff wavelength lambda naught, we know kinetic energy, it is equals to hc by lambda naught. Already we find out kinetic energy is equals to this. Now putting the value of the kinetic energy here, h square divided by 2m lambda square, it is hc by lambda naught. H goes cancel. Now lambda naught, it is equals to 2mc lambda square divided by h. So right answer is the option 1, 2mc lambda square h. Option 1 is the right answer. Next question is question number 10. When an alpha particle of mass m moving with velocity v bombards on a heavy nucleus of charge Ze, its distance of the closest approach from the nucleus depend on m as. So suppose consider it is a heavy nucleus and its charge of the nucleus is Ze. This is the atom and nucleus charge is Ze. Now an alpha particle, if alpha particle is bombarded, then it is the head-on collision. Due to the head-on collision, it goes and here its kinetic energy converted into the potential energy, its velocity is 0, and due to the Coulombian repulsive force is come back. Another case, the alpha particle will repel due to the electrostatic repulsion force, like that. Now in that case, the alpha particle, its velocity is decreases, that means its kinetic energy is decreases, and here is velocity 0, so its kinetic energy is 0. Now here no loss of the energy, due to that all the kinetic energy converted into the potential energy. So the alpha particle come closer to the nucleus that much distance. This distance is known as the closest approach. This is denoted by R naught. Now in that case, all the kinetic energy convert into the potential energy. So kinetic energy is equals to potential energy. So now we know kinetic energy is equals to half m v square. It is equals to potential energy, that is K Q1 Q2 divided by R. The charge of alpha particle is 2e. So K Q1, that means 2e, into charge of the nucleus is Ze. So Ze divided by R naught. Now R naught is equals to, this is 4k z square divided by m v square. Now we have to find out closest approach from the nucleus depend on m. So how R is depend on m? So from the relation we can easily find out R naught is proportional to 1 by m. So R naught is depend on m as 1 by m. R naught proportional to 1 by m. Next question is question number 11. Consider third orbit of helium using the non-relativistic approach. The speed of the electron in this orbit will be given k is equals to 9 into 10 to the power 9 and constant z. Z is the electron number or atomic number of the helium, and h, Planck's constant, is given by 6.6 into 10 to the minus 34 joule second. So let's see the solution. Consider third orbit of the helium. Helium plus ion means it is the hydrogen like atom. Now third orbit, So we know for speed Vn is equals to, formula is c by 137 into z by n. For third orbit n is equals to 3, and as it is helium, so z is equals to 2 here. Now putting the value, we can easily find out the value of the Vn. This is c by 137. You have to remember that formula to find out the answer of that question easily. Into z is 2, n is 3. The value of the c is 3 into 10 to the power 3 into 10 to the power 8 divided by 137 into 2 by 3. This is equals to 3 goes cancel. 200 by 137 we can write into 10 to the power 6 meter per second. It is approximately 1.46 into 10 to the power 6 meter per second. So our answer is 1.46 into 10 to the power 6. That means option 2 is the right answer. Now next question is the question number 12. Question number 12 says that in the spectrum of the hydrogen, the ratio of the longest wavelength in the Lyman series to the longest wavelength in the Balmer series. So solution, we know first line of each spectrum, the wavelength is larger. First line of each spectrum, that means Lyman, Balmer, Pearson bracket. For each spectrum, first line, for Lyman it will be Ni is equals to 2, Nf is equals to 1. This will be longer wavelength. Longer wavelength. And last line of the spectrum, last line of each spectrum, it will be shorter wavelength. So now for Lyman series, for Lyman, Ni is equals to 2, Nf is equals to 1. So now 1 by lambda L is equals to R Nf square, that means 1 minus n 1 by Ni square, that means 1 by 4. It is equals to 3R by 4. Now for Balmer series, Ni is equals to 3 and Nf is equals to 2. Now 1 by lambda b is equals to R into 1 divided by Nf square, that means 1 by 4 minus 1 by Ni square, that means 1 by 9. This is equals to 5R by 36. Now we have to find out lambda L divided by lambda b. Lambda L by lambda b, it is equals to 4 by 3R. This is 1 by lambda, so lambda L will be 4 by 3R into 1 by lambda b, this is 5R divided by 36. So 4 here 9, R goes cancel, so it will be 5 by 27. So our answer will be 5 by 27. Option 4 is the right answer. This question is also repeated in NEET 2013, 2015 and 2013. Thank you.